Chairman, Abia State Chairman of Labour Party, Honorable Ceekay Igara, joins me virtually this morning. Good morning, Honorable. Thank you so much for joining us on the platform this morning.
Thank you for having me, and good morning, Abia.
Okay.
And Nigeria.
All right. Welcome. Now, that judgment of, I think, Friday last week of the Federal High Court in Kano, how did it hit you and the party after one of your members, Mr. Haruna Ibrahim, had actually approached that court asking it to look at the register of your party before the primary election? How did you receive that kind of judgment?
Thank you for this question. Number one, let me give you a perspective with regards to who Ibrahim is. Ibrahim was the former secretary to the Kano State Chairman, Abdullahi Raji. On Tuesday, I received a call from our national deputy chairman, Madam Elia. She called me and said there was a matter that was sneaking through Yobe State. That matter, I should notify all the state chairmen. By the way, I am the chairman of the Council of Chairmen of Labour Party in Nigeria. So she told me I should notify all the state chairmen that they should go around their states and find out if the Apapa group has sneaked into our state at the Federal High Court to put up one matter or the other. So I passed that instruction around the entire country on Wednesday. So by Thursday, the chairman of Kano State, Abdullahi Raji Muhammad, went to Federal High Court only to meet the judges. He called me from the court and said, "This is what's going on, and it's affecting Abia State." Immediately, I reached out to our legal team. I reached out to the national legal advisor. I reached out to the national chairman. I reached out to Dr. Alex. I said, "This is what's going on." So I had to seek their own opinion, and they told me exactly what to do. I told them to continue doing what is right. So then and then, we sent out somebody to go to Kano and get the CCC of that result, which we have, of that judgment, which we have now. And we've also handed over to our legal team to do the needful. However, to me, I was not perturbed in any way because you cannot shave a man's head in his absence. You cannot do that. Number two, we were not judged. Nobody found out every process. Only the Apapa group know exactly how they procured it. Because this is a deadly betraying and portraying our judiciary in bad light. There's no how you file a case on the 11th and then got a judgment on the 18th without putting the other parties on notice. It's very absurd and it's very, very annoying that a court, which is supposed to be the laptop of the ordinary man, is being paid to do this human job. It's very, very annoying.
Okay, you talked about when your somebody from the National Secretariat actually called you before that judgment. You talked about who Apapa Group had, put in Abia State. Are there plans for Labour Party in Abia State to have a factional leadership?
Of course, there's no faction in Labour Party. Unless it's the majority of anything. There is no faction. You recall that even the man that mentioned his name, Dr. Ndubweze, G.O., he just put up a disclaimer. He put up a disclaimer and said he is not part of it. He was not consulted. Nobody knew about it. He was not, in fact, nobody had ever spoken to him about it. And he put up a disclaimer, which I have a copy of that disclaimer. So that's to tell you, it's just imaginary what they're doing. Because they've been paid by APC. They do what they're doing.
Okay, so this Mr. Haruna Ibrahim, is he a member of the faction led by Apapa? Is he in their group?
Of course, yes. Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Igara, I want to know if actually you submitted Labour Party in Abia State, did you actually submit the membership register to INEC 30 days as stipulated by the law before the primary election?
Yes. We received a directive nationally from our national direct secretary, that we should submit our membership register virtually or electronically through the administrative secretary of Labour Party National, Mr. Kingsley. That I did. I think I still have the information on my phone. I forwarded it to him like other states did, and if we were told to submit at the state, that we would have done. Because you don't submit at the state, you submit at the national. And we did that. They also said, I heard from some people that we didn't conduct Congress. I laughed. I have acknowledged copies of our communications with INEC, both at the national and at the state. I also have all acknowledged copies of all our communications with regard to the primary. I even have names and phone numbers of those who monitored from INEC, who monitored our parents. So I keep laughing. Where are they manufacturing all these issues?
Yeah, because I have also seen that of INEC saying that they did not monitor primary election in Abia State. In fact, in all the southeast zone. I don't know how true that is.
That's what I'm telling you. Actually, you are with me now. I will show you all the documents. Acknowledged copies from INEC also.
Okay.
So I don't know which INEC you're talking about.
Okay, so what steps are you actually taking to pacify the Apapa group, who are obviously singing a different song, especially with the petition case that you have at the Presidential Petition Tribunal in Abuja?
Number one, you see, they have sold their conscience to APC. You recall, Ayabambi, who was our former publicity secretary, didn't want us to have any candidates in Ogun State and Lagos State. And because he was working with the governor of Ogun State and some interested parties, it is now becoming clearer to us that he was working for Tinubu himself. Now, he had to frustrate every effort to set up a kind of Labour Party in Ogun State and Lagos State. But the party of the National, in their own wisdom, decided to jettison what was being suspended. They put up a critical committee. And that critical committee was the people that even brought the candidates we have. You can see the level of effort we put up in Lagos and Ogun State. It's because of the critical committee that was expanded after the dissolution of the Alaba being made case. That's one. Two, Alaba being himself, because he has been paid to do this human job, and because he has been going from one point to the other, collecting money from people, and this is not a reflection. Mind you, during the last era, nobody took Labour Party seriously because of the elements like Alaba, elements like Odubenga. These people were the people who were busy extorting people. And the party said, no, we are in a new era. We want things to be done well. We want the party to be seen as a party that is serious and determined to win elections. And that's exactly why we decided to say enough of this nonsense. And by virtue of the Constitution, they were suspended duty. Mind you, Erabe was expelled at the Ondo Convention. But because of the origin of that, the party said, Abure himself was the person who said, because he's a young man, let's see how we can enjoy him. That's the people that are doing all this. They are busy thinking they can truncate it, but it's unfortunate they cannot. Their target is to make sure that P2B does not prosecute his election petition. And if you listen to him, during his intro, after the judgment, he said P2B and Abure are the reason why Labour Party is losing all their candidates. What should P2B be? What has P2B got to do with Abia? Abia said we did our own thing separately. We did it independent of any other sub-national. So that's to tell you their mindset and what they are set out to do. But unfortunately, you cannot fight against the time. They cannot stop it. As far as I'm concerned, I've spoken to all the best brains legally, and I know the parents have also done that. We have also spoken to our national heads, and the national leadership are also on top there to make sure that this vote does not in any way pose a harm or a threat to our hard-earned, what I call it, victory. You know the extent of battle we had in Abia for us to even fight and win the incumbent. So, no idiot, no nonentity can come and then take away all our efforts just by nonsense pronouncement. So, as a matter of fact, we are now, like this morning, I've spoken to our lead counsel at the Local Advocate of Nigeria. He has told me what should be done. I've also spoken to our national chairman, spoken to the national legal advisor, and they also know I'm not a lawyer because I only do things I should do as the chairman of the party. It is the lawyer that will do their own thing right now. And I think they are doing that. They are on top of their game.
Okay, so what is the fate of your embattled national chairman, Julius Abure, with the court ruling suspending him?
Sorry for your information. It means you are behind schedule. If you recall, he is no more embattled. I want to correct that. Why? We took away the matter from Federal High Court 27 through an appeal and oral stay of execution. And that matter was taken to the appeal court also in Abuja. Okay. And the appeal court ruled, canceled the restraining order, restored Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. So if you say embattled, it means you don't understand what's really going on. And that's why you cannot hear Ababa anymore. Have you heard him of late?
Okay, but he was still speaking as at last week. He was there in court.
You're talking about last week. We are now in a new week.
Okay.
We are now in a new week.
Okay. So as it stands now, you are assuring Abians that your legal team will handle the issue emanating from that Federal High Court in Kano in the area of probably appealing it.
Of course, yes. The issue of membership. I, as the state chairman, forwarded the list of our members 30 days to the date of our Congress. That was done. If the national mismanaged that, it is no more the responsibility of the party. However, I am going to Abuja tomorrow to find out the true position from Kingsley. What really transpired and what happened. Why I'm hearing this kind of story. For us here, we did what we should do. And I think in as much as, even if you don't nominate, even if you don't submit the list of the membership, it does not have any effect on what we're doing. Because there are no penalties for that.
Okay, so, Chairman, I want to also know if you're aware of one Kalistu Sokafo, a former deputy chairman in your party, who is also laying claims to the national chairmanship position of your party. In fact, he has actually approached according to him, said he has approached the Supreme Court to proclaim him, the authentic chairman of Labour Party.
Let me tell you, don't talk about that. Kalistu Sokafo is a criminal.
No, let us return to our use.
Hold on, let me explain to you.
Yeah, you can go ahead and Chairman, you can go ahead and explain to me, but use of that kind of word, when...
okay, I'm sorry about I'm explaining this to you because...
Okay, go ahead.
I know you can precedent. Okay. I know you can precedent. Let him sue me because I know what they did. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
He was busy going from one location to the other, extorting people. That was what pushed me to putting him in cell in Abia State here. I kept him in cell from Friday till Monday because of his nefarious activities. Meanwhile, he abandoned the party, ran away to Zenith Labour Party. When he saw the party was coming back, he came back. Is that the kind of leaders we are talking about? And people are giving attention? Is that not madness? That is madness. Let him come to Abia. He is an inlaw to Abia. Let him come and tell me about Labour Party here. He cannot fly that nonsense. Only those who are listening to him. He was the deputy to that one. Okay, when he was the zonal chairman, vice chairman in the south, what was his scorecard? His scorecard was extortion. I can prove that because I know how much I was extorted. So such elements are no longer needed in this current Labour Party. If you want to be a member of the Labour Party, you should go and join the party. We already have a zonal chairman in the person of Sonia. Okay. So, please, that is okay for you not even in the first place. Be an issue for us to dissipate energy on.
Okay, let me.
Every little thing, you will give it blood nonsense out of proportion.
Well,
this is not right.
But Chairman, I think, Chairman, would that be fair on the media if actually you're having issues in your party and we report, with a touch of balance to all the reports? Are you blaming the media?
That is Okafor. He used to be a member of Labour Party for the past 10 years.
Okay.
So where is he coming from?
Okay.
During our congresses, during our primaries, during our committees, if you know Sunday Okeke, who was always coming to Adia, he was the general chairman, the deputy chairman himself. Now Akapa is very close to him. Well, okay, where is he coming from? Common sense to tell us. Now these are interlopers, people who want to live from where they did not go, and God will not allow that to happen.
Okay, so Chairman, with that federal high court in Kanu's judgment, will it affect the inauguration of the governor-elect, Dr. Alex Otti, on Monday next week?
It will never. It will never affect it. Okay. It will never affect it. In fact, I'm even going to visit the venue. I'm going to visit the venue by today or tomorrow. I'm going to visit all the venues for those programs. I'm going to go with my team to see exactly the level of preparation and then know exactly what to do because we are in suspense. Nothing will truncate that except God Almighty.
All right. Let me sincerely thank you, the Labour Party chairman in Abia State and chairman, Council of Chairmen of Labour Party in Nigeria, Honorable Ceekay Igara. Thank you so much for speaking with us on the platform this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and God bless.